Welcome back to the channel Stoic Origin. What if I told you the most magnetic thing about an older man isn't his money, his status, or even his confidence? It's something deeper, something you can't fake, something carved into him by time, loss, and quiet endurance. Stay with me, because today we're uncovering 3 unusual Stoic traits that secretly make older men powerfully attractive. Not in the loud way, not in the look-at-me way, but in the still grounded way that draws people in without a word. See, ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca believed that real power doesn't shout, it doesn't posture. It simply is, and when a man reaches that point, when he's not trying to prove himself anymore, that's when people start to feel his gravity. Let's break down the 3 traits that create that kind of silent magnetism. Trait: unshakable, calm. Most men chase excitement. Older men who've suffered, they chase peace. Now, calmness doesn't mean he's emotionless. It means his emotions don't control him anymore. The Stoics called it apatheia, not apathy, but freedom from being ruled by passion, when a man stays composed while others panic. When he listens more than he speaks. When he pauses before he reacts. That's rare, and it's powerful, because calm men create safety. They make others feel secure just by standing there. In a world addicted to noise, stillness becomes the loudest signal. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's not just self-control. That's presence. And presence is magnetic. Trait number 2, restraint, the power of not needing. You can feel it when a man needs attention. He talks too much. He tries too hard. He's loud because silence exposes his insecurity. But an older Stoic man doesn't chase validation. He's lived enough to see that desire itself creates suffering. He doesn't need to win every argument. He doesn't need to prove he's right. He doesn't even need to be liked, and that makes people like him more, because restraint isn't weakness, it's power under control. When a man can walk away from chaos, from drama, from temptation, that's command. Not over others, but over himself. Seneca said it best. He who is brave is free. Freedom from needing constant approval. Constant excitement, constant noise. That's what gives older men their mysterious pull. He's not chasing. He's choosing. And choice is the purest form of power. Trait number 3, wounded wisdom. There's something magnetic about a man who's been broken and rebuilt himself quietly. The Stoics never glorified perfection. They glorified endurance. When a man has lost, failed, grieved, and still stands, he radiates something no youth can imitate. It's not arrogance. It's depth. Every scar tells you, "I've seen darkness, and I didn't run." He doesn't fear pain anymore because he's already lived through it. He doesn't chase happiness because he's learned that peace matters more. Epictetus wrote, "Difficulties show what men are." A man who's been tempered by hardship doesn't need to impress. He just lives. And in that quiet resilience, others feel something ancient: safety, wisdom, gravity. It's not about the lines on his face. It's about the life behind them. So let's recap unshakable calm, the strength to stay centered when the world shakes. Restraint, the quiet confidence that doesn't need to chase. Wounded wisdom, the depth that only comes from surviving your own storms. Together, these 3 Stoic traits form a kind of quiet charisma, the kind that doesn't demand attention, it commands it, because true attractiveness isn't about age, wealth, or power. It's about how you carry your soul, and that's something no one can fake. So if you want to become the kind of man people can't help but respect, start with these. Calm your mind, restrain your impulses, turn your scars into lessons, because one day you'll realize you were never meant to chase admiration. You were meant to embody it. If this brought you value, hit like and subscribe, because real power begins with self-mastery. The Stoics taught us that the man who conquers himself never has to conquer anyone else. Stay calm, stay stoic,